Hey guys, still here and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. It's episode 25 and I think it's time to take a critical look at what train lines, or well, whatever lines I have going and whether they're profitable or not and what needs optimizing. So this is going to be an optimization episode. Before I do that, I know that you guys have all been clamoring to have me look at this. There is a warning that Shenyang is currently not connected to Ankara. That's correct. I have indeed interrupted this road. I'll re-establish it for now, but eventually it will get replaced by something a little better. Something like a highway. Let's just go underground. Actually, maybe just above it. We could just go over it. And yes, I know it's a dirt road. Well, it starts out as a dirt road. The thing is, I'm not using it. So I have about zero incentive to actually get this road connection re-established. For more reasons than one. The thing is that the AI might now decide that instead of using these expensive trains, which are running from Shenyang to Ankara, it's better to just take your car. I would rather have them use a dirt road in that case, which is going to be very unappealing because it makes them very slow. And have my train as a far more lucrative, and at least for me lucrative, and for them a faster alternative. So the the Surat-Ankara line is currently heading to Shenyang, or at least train 24 is. I would much rather have them take that train. Now, what do we have and what's not making money? The Kaohsiung goods line. I think that, as you guys have pointed out, the Kaohsiung goods line is currently not dropping off goods anywhere. I have a train, yes. I have a goods supply, yes. And I have exactly 0 vehicles. So there's no demand on this train station. And as such, there is nothing being delivered to Kaohsiung. Let's fix that situation. Road depot. The town might actually expand that way. Let's see, something that has fairly low emissions, relative that is. These can carry all cargo, these can carry loose cargo. They have an emission of 67, emission of 70. Let's go with the tarpaulins. These can carry 25 each. Let's start with 4. Kaohsiung goods line. Off you go. How much do you need? You need 126. Okay, so that should be enough for these 4 trucks to be transporting. The Kaohsiung goods line is over here. Slowly but steadily we should start seeing goods getting produced over here for Kaohsiung. I don't believe I have the... Oh, actually I do have the Chennai line set up. Is there a bottleneck here? Yes. Holy shit, we got a lot of plastics. Whoa. I think I might need to drop off some more steel. Like a lot more steel. Is there enough steel? Yeah, you could argue that there is more than enough steel. Okay, so the trick here is to just add another train. How is this line operating? That is this line. It goes there, it goes underground, and it joins up the line over there. Right. Okay, in that case, I'm going to double this part. Because if there are not enough goods being produced, then I can have all the vehicles running around that I want. But they're never going to actually make me any money. So by doing it like this and having a double line, it should allow the game to have 2 trains running there. Yes, set it up as a one-way signal. And here 2, and there... Yeah, okay, the train knows what it is supposed to be doing. That's good. So now I can just duplicate the whole train. Duplicate. Gotta check where that train currently is. It's coming out of the depot near Shenyang. That's actually not too bad. I think it should be able to get there. Because it's gonna go here, and then split off to the goods factory, and then it cannot get to the right track. Right, unless it's going to Ankara South. In which case it might very well be able to get to where it needs to go. Let's see what it's doing. It's passing. Oh. Why are you slowing, though? You're waiting for a free path. But you're also kind of blocking off train 22 here, which is heading to... Ah, it's now picking up goods. Perfect. So that one's slowly but steadily going to start making money. This one's switching tracks. Should be ending up eventually all the way on the right. At which point it will be able to get onto that track and onto the steel lane. Yep, that's another switch. And now it's exactly where I want it to be. Good. Okay, that means that we're now getting more steel delivered to this plant. It does have a fairly high amount of plastic versus steel. The second train will help alleviate that problem, but it might not yet be enough. So maybe I'll have to even add a third train. In which case the question is going to be, does this have enough? Iron ore, yes, it has 5,000 iron ore stored up, or near enough. But coal, not so much. All of these vehicles are pretty old at this point. They can transport 21. Let's just replace all of these. With the... I think that's the tarpaulin? Yeah. Hold on, they can transport the... No, they can transport a little bit more. These new ones, that is. These have a speed of 80 versus the 100 from the tarpaulins. Go. And I should have this as a fast road. What's your speed? 100. Perfect. Is there enough over here? More than enough. So that line should eventually start optimizing as soon as there is more steel being delivered. Or rather, more steel being demanded by this line. Let's see, that's train 2. Where's train 6? Are you train 6? Yes, you're train 6. Okay, so currently they're pretty close together. Trains 2 and 6, which are both heading over here to drop off the steel. At some point, one of them is going to have to wait for the other one, which is fine. There we go. This one is heading to Ankara with a full haul of passengers. $1,900 plastic. This one over here is transporting to Ankara, 126. Well, actually even more capacity. Alright, you dropped it off. Now you can go back. How are you going to do that? Ah, there we go. He's waiting for this train to hit this signal. Now he can leave. And now the other steel train can come in. And now we should get about 350 steel getting delivered here. And as such, get a whole lot of stuff being produced here. Whole lot of goods. Consumers, currently, Ankara is getting quite a bit. Shenyang's getting quite a bit. Chennai and Kaohsiung's not really getting that much. They're only shipping 45 that way. So that might mean that I have that situation tackled now that I'm delivering more steel. Let's see if it's going to go up. 46. Oh, it's not that good yet. 44. Let's just let this thing settle in for a bit. In the meanwhile, this train line, yeah, Surat Ankara. I'm going to add another 2 trains on there. Because there are so many people who want to use this train. How bad is it over here? Not that bad. But one of them just passed through. And over here... 137, and there is one just about to arrive. Okay, what other lines do I need to look at? The Ankara food line. You're not making a whole lot of money, are you, though? Oh, dear. Oh, that was the autosave. I was thinking, how long have you been paused? How long have you been stuck there? Alright, so you do drop off, right? Yeah, you do. But not nearly enough. There's 216 capacity on that train, and I'm currently not seeing it. Consumers. Ankara's not consuming that much. That's weird. How's that? I know that I have these truck lines potentially a little too busy. They're dropping off goods and food. But that stop that I put up 1 or 2 episodes ago over here and the other one over there, that should cover all their needs. And I think that at this point I have actually too many trucks running around. Because there's just nothing waiting here. These trucks are running empty. Here comes another Shinkansen. See, there's nothing there. Oh. Right. It's the goods supply. The goods supply is waiting to steal back some food and bring that back. So that might mean that this one is not actually producing enough. Because Ankara should be consuming more. It should be getting more food than it currently is. They don't need food over here though, do they? No. This is all other stuff. This is field construction materials. And over here they just don't, I don't know, they don't eat anything. It's all residential buildings. See, now I'm getting a whole bunch of goods getting delivered here, 128. I might need to make that platform a little bigger. Because right now, it seems like I'm losing goods. Can I even make it bigger, though? Yes. Oh, didn't like that much. We're gonna have to do a little bit of redecorating here. Delete that. Delete that house. Delete that house. Configure. The passengers, I think, don't need that much more room, but I think it just looks better if you have it like this. Alright, can we have multiple street access points? Not really. Not really. And over here could also be a problem. I'm sorry about all of these houses, but at this point I really do care much more about how quickly I'm delivering this cargo. One street access over there, one here. They're gonna come in from one side, they're gonna go out the other side. That should be enough. Alright, the trams. Where are the trams going again? Yeah, the trams are going here. Intercity road, medium street, no bus lane, tram line connect. Yes. No to tram track. Over there. Yeah, I'm gonna tie this one in like that. Electric. Or hold on, do they even... They don't even go this way. I might need to change that, because I think that this part might not be serviced correctly. What are the trams doing right now? Right, they're passing through that side of the city. And this part is being covered by the Ankara North tram. So I don't really need to have a connection there. But I do need it over here. I do need an exit for my trucks. Oh, come on. Construction not possible. What are you talking about? Are you really gonna fight me on this road? There you go. How are the trucks moving now? Oh, they're still making a loop. Does this area not need anything? Oh yeah, that was the residential part. Anyway, the objective here was to make sure that this platform is bigger. It is now bigger, but I'm dropping off both goods and food. So I'm thinking I'm just going to go with 2 different lines here. Making sure that this cargo platform over here is going to receive only the food. And the other cargo platform is only going to receive the goods. So we can spread out the 2 different elements. The lines, in fact, are the same. It's just a slight difference. Because the one line is only going to be allowed to pick up food, and the other line is only going to be allowed to pick up goods. Actually, let's start with the goods, because there are plenty of goods waiting. Ankara goods on Upper Ankara. Only allowed to load goods. That's it. New line. Starting here. And going there and there. Ankara food. It's exactly the same line. But the distinction is that this line is only going to be allowed to pick up food. No goods. Food here. Load food. Alright, and now I can probably steal some of the vehicles from this line. Because at this point I will have a very, very high overcapacity on the one line and an undercapacity on the other. Let's see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, all of you. You are now running on the Ankara food line. Terminals? No, you're not both going to use that line. That's better. Food's going to be picked up here. Goods are going to be picked up there. Done. They're all going to make a loop through the terminal. Yep, looks fine. Okay, so this was part of the optimization for the goods. No, for the food line. I'm still not exactly getting it, because the transport, or sorry, rather the consumers are just too low. It's not shipping enough to Ankara. I could tell the goods train to, for the moment, forego the pickup point over here. So the goods supply. Manage vehicle. No, sorry, manage line. Goods supply, manage line. Once you're in Ankara, only drop off, don't load. This could fix it. Alright, these guys are picking up the goods. It seems a little unhandy, so that people just don't cross over here. Is there any way I can fix that? No. There was one of these things where you could make it a passenger side entrance, but that's only here. It doesn't really help anybody. I mean, it's perfectly possible that these guys just get to the train, but unless the game considers this to be a little big. Yeah, so you can only expand it. It's not like I can remove an intermittent section. It's either an extension or everything. So I guess it's unfortunate for the passengers, but they're just going to have to walk around the tram station over here. So be it. Alright, which one are you? You're the Shinkansen. You're the other Shinkansen going to Quezon City. No, sorry, you're not a Shinkansen actually. You're something else, but you have a massive overcapacity. 264 is what you can transport, and you're carrying 77. That's the Ankara Quezon City line. At some point, apparently, I needed all this capacity. Right now, I do not. I wouldn't be surprised if that thing at some point is going to be costing me cash. Surat to QZ. Really? Why are there no people using... Well, there's not no people using that train, but it's not running profitable. Look at that, there's 490 people there. So... yeah, now it's paused because it autosaves. This is Surat Ankara. Hold on. What? Excuse me, what are you doing here? Surat Ankara has no business being over here. It's supposed to run from here to there. I'm going to sell this thing off and respawn it over here, because this has no point being where it currently is. Oh, we also have another train. The Russian class ED9M. It is not nearly as fast. So I'm not going to use that. I will use the Shinkansen Zero series. Shinkansen... No, Surat Ankara, that one. See, the Surat QZ line... Is it stuck somewhere? It is stuck. That's why it's not making me any money. I think it is stuck nose in on the wrong track. Here. It cannot get to that split point. Alright, so this train. I need you to turn around for a second. Hello? Fine. Apparently this part is problematic for the train because it's too long. So let's do that again. This time around with a little more distance. Like that. That should be enough. Yeah, the train line now works. Where's my depot? Here. Can they get there? That is a rather important element. No, they cannot get there. Okay, where do I buy trains so that they can? Did I have a depot here somewhere? Yes, here. Alright, that's supposed to be a Shinkansen. Buy. You're going on Ankara QZ? No, Surat QZ. There. Because there is a fair demand for this line. 410. Other way around, 537. Yeah. So this train should be easily capable of making money. Provided that it's able to find the right track. Okay, taking people on. Keep a very close eye on you, Train 4. There. That is what I wanted to see. This is one happy Shinkansen. It's capable of doing 220. But can it get to that speed? It currently does 120, 130. We just crossed into 2000, so I think at some point I'll be able to get faster Shinkansen. Oh? What? Who is occupying my line? There aren't enough signals here. That's the problem. There are not enough signals. Should be 2 lines going north, 2 lines going south. This is a waypoint. This is a signal. One-way signal here. Yes. Done. 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 Okay. I think I know who the culprit is here. And that would be this line. This line has no patience. No, this is not a one-way signal. And then going north, or rather going the other way, actually. 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay, are you capable of proceeding now, Train 4? Yes, now it is capable of going forward again. Alright, keep me informed. Speed 70, 80, 90, 100. I don't think it'll ever get to 220 though. There. This guy? Hold. This guy over here. He was hogging the train line. And this one did not have any other signals closer to this position. So at this point, both trains should be able to proceed as far as possible. Huh? Now what? Alright. This is a one-way sign. Yes. Here. You're gonna have to wait. That's... No, it's not. It's not even a grain line. Who is that? That's the crude line, isn't it? What? What do you mean you're waiting for a free path? Who is hogging this train line? I guess I do need to set up some more signals here. One way, one way, one way, one way. Because I know that at some point, a cargo train crashes through this station. Oh, hello. What the hell are you doing here? Train 9. You're just costing me 8 million a year. Sell off. That's the other one who must have spawned from the wrong depot. And therefore, it was not able... Shit. See, I have the same problem here. They cross over too soon. And as such... This is a harmonica train. There we go. Now it's able to do it. This is train 4. This was another Shinkansen that was stuck. I guess that came out of the depot some time ago. Alright. We just dropped off the people from train 4. This one's now going away. That means that the other one can come in. It already has a new freight of passengers waiting for it. Let's see if train 4 can now actually keep its speed. Because I think that this line has a good potential for profit, but not if it keeps stopping every 5 minutes. It's also getting to higher speed, 160 current. New tram. 180. It might actually make it to 200 before it starts slowing down again. 195? 200, no. Didn't quite make it, have to slow down here. Okay. And there are 391 people. Okay, so now that I know that this works, I can order up another train. No, I don't need 2 Shinkansens in a row. This is Surat QZ, passengers. I was gonna have to wait a little bit. Ideally, I would just make sure that this station is a little longer, but apparently that does not help with loading and unloading passengers. Right, now that I have been tinkering with that line a little bit, let's see how the goods facility is doing. We had Kaohsiung. Kaohsiung is now getting 155. The trucks that are running around here, not quite making a profit. Probably because I have too many. And not enough goods being thrown this way. No, there's not nearly enough goods being thrown this way. What's the problem? Steel. Still. There is just not enough of that stuff. This is train 6. This is the one I just added. It's already raking in the profits at almost 5 million. I wouldn't be surprised if it breaks 5 million, actually. Uh-oh. Problem here. Not enough coal. All of you. They're all transporting 25 coal, but it's not enough. Even here, we still have 237. I think I need to add more of these. I already have so many here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go for another 8. That's 25 capacity each. That should speed things along. Hopefully. Hopefully the steel mill will not be satisfied for a while. Because this is slowing down production. The lack of coal. And with the lack of coal, I have a lack of steel. And with the lack of steel, I have a lack of goods. And that means I don't get as much cash as I want to. I do see, however, a decrease of stored plastics, which is good. Because that means that I have a better ratio. Yeah, and there's 129 goods waiting to go to Ankara. That is also a good thing. And Ankara seems to be loading on goods right now. There you go, 132. Out of a potential 144. Ankara is getting 186 out of 227. That is really good. Food, 130 out of 266. Ankara is one happy town. Ankara tram, however, is not one happy tram. Because there are 200 people waiting for that tram. Alright, replace vehicles. What am I running with? It has 25 seats. Right, replace everything with something that has 45 seats. So that's almost doubled my capacity. On some stations, that's going to be enough. On some stations, it's not quite going to be enough. How are you doing, by the way? This train here. Hello? Ah, that's the construction materials train. I'm looking for the other one. This one. Oh, it's still making me a good 6 million a year. I think it might not be as popular as it once was. Because the other Shinkansen are well, they're pretty much doing the same thing. They just have more stops. And the other Shinkansen that goes from Ankara to Surat direct probably is not as popular as it once was. Now, the trains over here are now making me good money. They're now they're no longer costing me 8 million a year. They're bringing in 13 million a year per train. This line is making me 17 million. That's good stuff. Alright, couple optimizations done. Still plenty to do. So next episode is also going to be further optimizing because I don't want to see these red numbers. Thank you for watching. That's enough for today. I shall see you soon for more episodes.